What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to be gearing up the X-MAXX. This thing has tons of torque, a little bit too much takeoff. It ends up throwing the wheels up everywhere, no matter what kind of surface it's on. So to solve that, we're going to be installing the spur gear that TRAXXAS supplies, which is a 46 tooth spur gear, to hopefully kind of solve that problem. It is tons of fun wheeling everywhere, but sometimes you don't want to wheelie on every surface. So we're going to try to solve that today. Let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove this cover right here. It's got looks like two Allen screws. One right here and the other one over there. To take it off and expose the gears right there. Of course, I'm going to clean those off before I proceed. But next step is I'm going to remove the motor, and then I'll be loosening that spur gear housing, whatever you want to call it, which has 4 bolts. You got 2 in the front and 2 in the back before we pull the spur gear out. Alright, I went ahead and moved out of my garage here so I could blow out some of that dirt that was down there. And also, I'm going to blow it out one more time because I removed the 4 motor mount screws that were down there, some dirt under there, so I'm going to clean that all up while I got it apart. I just want to correct myself on those 4 screws down there holding the spur gear carrier in. I end up calling them bolts, but I know they're screws, so I just want to make sure. I know there's some people out there, hey, those aren't bolts, those are screws. But just to get that out of the way, you guys. But alright, we're going to get to it. Alright, I went ahead and installed the gear on the carrier here. Just want to give you guys a little size comparison between the 54 tooth factory gear and the optional 46 tooth spur gear that they give you. As you can see, there's quite a bit difference. I'm hoping it's not too high of a gear ratio for me. Right about now I'm thinking a 50 tooth would probably be a good spur to go with it, but we're going to try it out. If we don't like it, we'll go ahead and change it. But alright, I'm going to go ahead and get it installed. Go ahead and put the carrier back in. We got the 46 tooth spur gear on it. Now what you got to do when you re-gear it, you got to look at the chart that TRAXXAS put at the bottom here, and we're running a 1846 combination, so that's slot E. So you go ahead and just transfer those pins over to slot E. They just pull out and slide in, and that should give you your correct gear mesh. But we're going to go ahead and throw it together and check out our mesh, make sure everything's all right. All right, you guys. That's my little video on gearing up my X-MAXX. I'm sure it's geared up a little too high, but I figured since TRAXXAS supplied that gear with the X-MAXX, I'd go ahead and change it out and see where it's at and make my adjustments from there. I'm sure I'm going to re-gear it, but I do have some videos coming up in the future, which is why I went ahead and re-geared it. I'm trying to find that happy medium. I want to have a lot of takeoff and a little top speed, but I don't want it to hit the gas and it throw the wheels up every time on every type of different surface. I'm trying to stay away from that. That's why I went ahead and changed the spur gear in it. And I didn't really see anything out there on YouTube on anyone doing it yet in the 8S X-MAXX. But as always, if you guys like my videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you.